What's cracking, everybody? Sunburnt Fell Rose here, bringing you some Pokemon Go Battle League content. We're looking at some battles in the Great League Remix today, submitted by a member of the community, Baj2018. Thank you so much, my dude, for submitting these battles. I'm excited to see what you've got here. We've got a Ufisk lead with a Noctowl safe swap and a Shadow Machamp closer. Now, Shadow Machamp's been all over the place lately, but Noctowl is quickly becoming one of the top birds in the Great League Remix format. I ran it last season to great effect, and I know that it's very good in this format. So we're going to see what Baj here can take with the, what he can whip out with this bird, and we're going to see just how awesome these battles are going to be. So let's go right now. We got this Stunfisk here on the lead against a Heracross. This is a pretty neutral matchup, but you can't really swap out here because of the Machamp. So Machamp is going to stay in the back. You're going to play out this lead here, and I believe you just throw Discharge. I don't think it's even worth baiting because the Mud Bomb is barely more or less energy. So the Heracross baits with a Rock Blast. Baj calls it quite nicely, and he's going to throw a couple of Discharges now. I think at some point you kind of have to swap, though. I don't know if it's real. This isn't really an ADV team, so I don't really think you have to swap at all. But going for these Discharges here, trying to put some pressure on this Heracross to shield up and or go down so that their Machamp can hopefully go unopposed afterwards. Heracross is going to throw a move here. Are they going to bait again? No, they go for the close combat, and there goes the Stunfisk. In comes a Noctowl onto the Roserade that swaps in, and this is a pretty dominating matchup. There's really not a whole lot this Roserade's going to be able to do here. They can't throw Leaf Storm, and Weather Balls are only going to chip it a little bit. Just tickles. So, at this point, you kind of have to just keep going. You just get up right up to before they get to the Weather Ball. Sky Attack is going to come through and most likely KO this Roserade unless they decide to shield, which they do. And now Noctowl with 2 shields is going to throw a shield up and show everybody just how wise this owl is in the sky. With the Sky Attack, going to come out as soon as this thing gets farmed down, most likely. There it goes. Now, Heracross certainly can't come in. It's double super effective. So here comes Vaporeon. Opponent brings some spice. Vaporeon in the Great League Remix. The Sky Attack's going to go through. Doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Vaporeon is pretty tanky. But Shadow Machamp with the shield is going to close this game out quite easily. And this is looking like a good game, folks. So, Shadow Machamp just laying down the law here with these cross chops. There goes Vaporeon, and in comes the Heracross. Even though resisted, look at those counters, dude. Oh my God, those things chunk. Good game, dude. No, here you go. All right, going into this next game here, we've got Stunfisk on the lead versus Dugong. This is a very not great matchup because once again, you're kind of core broken by it. While Dugong is only doing super effective damage, the Ufisk is also going to be doing quite the same. Going to throw this Discharge here before the Icy Wind comes through to try and get a shield or do the most possible damage. The opponent is going to shield, and now you're going to be able to throw the Icy Wind. Now the Ufisk is just going to go down here. Baj is just going to tank the Icy Wind because he knows he can. They're looking to get off another Discharge and or maybe just... Yeah, okay, so we're going for the Discharge here. Probably just going to sack the Ufisk and let Machamp come in to get some energy. But these Discharges don't, they don't feel good. This Dugong is going to have to throw an Icy Wind here just like that in order to take out the Ufisk before it gets to another Discharge. And now the Ufisk is going to go down. What does Baj come in with? Yep, definitely that Machamp. It's going to be able to punch the Dugong's lights out, dude, before it can even get to an Icy Wind. And in comes Hypno. This is not looking good. Hypno is going to get met by the Noctowl. And now Typhlosion is going to have to try and take out this Noctowl, and I don't know if it can. Noctowl is pretty good with these shields, but then again, we'll have to see. That Dugong spending the shield didn't exactly help. So, Noctowl is going to be able to throw the Sky Attack, and Shadow Typhlosion is squishy, dude. They have to shield this, and if the Noctowl can get to another Sky Attack just like that, with good timing, might I add, we're going to be able to throw the Sky Attack, take out the Typhlosion, and going to hope in a prayer get to that Shadow Ball before the Hypno can get to a Thunder Punch here. So, oh no. I think you have to shield this because there's no way the Machamp's taking this out. Yeah. Shield goes up on the Noctowl, and it's going to guard the Thunder Punch. Now the Noctowl is going to get to the Shadow Ball here. And Shadow Ball doing super effective damage. Still not going to be enough, unfortunately, to take out this Hypno. But let's see. Shadow Ball claps that Hypno, and now Baj has a Cross Chop loaded on the Shadow Machamp, and that, however, is going to be enough to take out the Hypno, and that is a good game. Very well played. Very close. Very good combo play by Baj to take that one. That was Spicy with that Typhlosion in the back, man. All right, Ufisk on the Mantine. You love to see it. Mantine, even if it's got Bubble, it's going to take super double effective damage. So in comes Toxicroak, hard countered by the Noctowl. Noctowl is going to be able to take this Toxicroak to town. And, you know, there is a way for the Noctowl to lose this, but Noctowl is playing correctly. If they were to take a Sludge Bomb, then the Toxicroak could potentially 2-shield and farm down. So, Baj playing this very correctly here and guarding against the Sludge Bomb. And he's going to go throw in this, he's going to throw the Sky Attack to prevent the opponent from getting to another Sludge Bomb if they want to keep both shields. But the opponent shields, and now all Baj has to do is shield this up, even if it's a Mud Bomb, which it's not. They're going for the Sludge Bomb, going for the kill. And now, even though down 2 shields to 1, he has a loaded Noctowl, and what you going to do about that? He's not going to come in with... The Mantine is in a very bad spot here. So, even though Mantine is pretty tanky, a Noctowl with 2 Sky Attacks loaded is no slouch. And they're going to chip it real well. And I can't tell what fast move he's running. I can't tell if it was Bubble. I think it was Bubble. But Mantine typically has Bubble Beam and Ice Beam. So they spend their last shield. No, the opponent is also running Wing... They're running the Wing Attack. And that means that this Noctowl is going to be able to get to a final Sky Attack in order to do a lot of damage to this thing. Now, Ufisk is going to come in. It's going to eat the energy. I think this is the correct move because we want to keep that Shadow Machamp with some HP. But for a Bubble Beam, I wonder if they don't have... They got to have another move. You can't go for the Bubble Beam there. But I feel like you have to go for the Ice Beam. Yeah, okay. Well, I wonder maybe they just wanted to do a little chip. But Ninetales comes in. And now the Machamp is ready to go. And with no shields, this Mud Bomb is going to hurt a lot. So Machamp's going to come in and probably look to punch. It's going to be able to get to a move before... No, at the same time. The Ninetales was 1 ahead. So they're going to get a Weather Ball off here. But now it looks like the Machamp can probably either counter down. Nope, going to go straight for the cross chop. The Mantine has like no health. It's going to go down to 1 counter anyway. So that's going to be a good game here, folks. This is a 10-0 run with this team, by the way. If I didn't, I know I didn't mention that earlier. It's on the thumbnail, though, so you knew it when you came in here. But 10-0 run with this team is a pretty solid team. If you want to get a good team running in Great League Remix, this is a good one to go with. So, Lapras lead. So many things that core break the Ufisk and Noctowl core here. So, this is kind of rough for Baj, but he's pulling out pretty nicely here. Having that Shadow Machamp in the back to clean up after the shields are gone. So, opponent shields early. And they've got a Water Gun Lapras. They decide to switch out into Gourgeist, and they get absolutely hard countered by Noctowl. And they're running Razor Leaf. Is this Lapras double Razor Leaf? No, stop it. Get out of here. He's just going to farm it all the way down. There is no reason to shield anything. There's no reason to throw any energy. You just come out of this matchup with double, or, you know, however many Sky Attacks the game will let you have. It's like 2 1/3 or something. Now, I'm going to throw the energy here just to guarantee that the opponent doesn't get to another move. And no undercharging it to try and get a little bit of extra farm here. Going to be able to do just that right before the opponent gets to a move. And now he's got, basically, he's going to be able to get 2 Sky Attacks off on this Lapras to do some considerable chip damage. And winning switch is great because now the Machamp is going to be lined up to the Lapras. And he's got 2 shields still. Look at this, man. Look at this guy go. So, 2 shields against this no-shielded team with a Shadow Machamp. There's really not going to be a whole lot the opponent can do here, and they decide to throw the energy because they are not going to be able to farm down this Noctowl before it takes them out anyway. So Surf comes through, Shadow Machamp comes in, and it just goes to work. You know exactly what happens when a Shadow Machamp comes in. He's going to shield the Machamp just 1 time here, take out this Lapras, and whatever is in the back is not going to like the Machamp. It's a Wigglytuff. This is rough. All right, so Wigglytuff against a Charmer. This is dangerous, folks, but he's going to come in with the Ufisk. The Ufisk has energy. He's good. Never mind. Ufisk can take a few charms, get to a second discharge, and that's basically a good game because the opponent just swapped and they're locked in. So, there it is, folks. Wigglytuff can't handle the damage. Ufisk is absolutely overloading this thing, and there goes the Mud Bomb. Wigglytuff's gone, and 2 Thundershocks takes out Lapras, and that is a good game. Very well. Next game, here we go. Ufisk on the lead versus a Magcargo. You love to see it. This is where you need to see the Magcargo, and the opponent swaps out, comes into Roserade. Noctowl comes in once again to hard counter, and he's going to win switch here. And ideally, you have 2 answers to this Magcargo, and we don't know what fast move it's running because they didn't show it. But it could be Rock Throw, it could be Incinerate. We'll have to see. But this Bullet Seed Roserade is extremely spammy. Probably even more spammy than the Poison Jab one for sure. Because the Bullet Seed has that really insane energy generation. So not really even sure if Bush can farm all the way down. He is going to have to throw a Sky Attack here. And the Sky Attack will come through and probably KO the Roserade. Probably the opponent is going to come in and farm down with their Incinerate using Magcargo. And he's going to throw the Shadow Ball with good timing right before the Magcargo gets to a move. Going to be able to get the Shadow Ball off and do some big damage. Okay. Mediocre damage, but still, it's enough. And the opponent is going for extremely aggressive farm down, and they will have to tank 2 Shadow Balls in order to deal with this, or put up a shield, which they do. 2 shields to 1 shield, and an absolutely loaded Magcargo. He comes in with the U-Fist to soak the energy because or he's going to shield. He's going to shield up the overheat potentially. It's a Rock Tomb. Oh, that's a bad. That shield feels bad. But he's going to be able to get to this Mud Bomb before the opponent is going to be able to finish their first Incinerate afterwards, and that means he's going to be able to get to get his move first. And now Magcargo is going to throw the move. Now they could throw the overheat if they want. It doesn't one-hit KO a Stunfisk, and now we're hard swapping in. The Machamp is going to swap into a Pidgeot. Oh, this is terrible. Is he going to get to the Rock Slide? Definitely gets to the Rock Slide. What was I kidding? I wasn't worried. No, Rock Slide's going to come through. This Pidgeot is going to get rocks slapped into its face. Boom! There goes Pidgeot. And, oh. I wasn't worried. Going to get to this Mud Bomb before the Magcargo can get to another move, and that's going to close this game out here, ladies and gentlemen. That is a good game. Very well played. Very well done. All right, let's move on to the next half of these games here. We're about halfway through. We've got Mandibuzz, another solid lead. U-Fisk is just absolutely breaking so many leads this week. It's crazy, and they're not even swapping out. So the opponent's staying in a bad lead. They're probably core broken by the U-Fisk. The stupid little pancake core breaks so many things. Let's be honest. So, and the Mandibuzz just tanks it, and they're over farming so much. Now they're gonna have to eat another discharge in order to get their energy off, and that was probably CMP, and they still they don't even shield. So they're just sacking the Mandibuzz at this point. Mandibuzz is not going to be able to do any damage to threaten this U-Fisk whatsoever. The U-Fisk just farms down at this point, as far as I can tell, I think. And then, well, what's usually in the back for Mandibuzz? Usually something that has, like, anti-charm, anti-ice. So, probably maybe something poisony, maybe? I don't know. Well, we'll find out here as soon as this Mud Bomb goes through and tickles the Mandibuzz to death. And Blaziken comes in, and this Mud Bomb's going to go off, and it's going to have to get a shield. There's no way the Blaziken doesn't shield this Mud Bomb. Now, do they live to get to another Mud Bomb? That's the question. Yeah, they shield it. Are they going to try? He's going to try and get to another one. Does he get there? No, he's not going to get there. Just as he gets to the Mud Bomb, he goes down. So now we have to play the question of, does this Blaziken have Stone Edge? Yes, the Blaziken has Stone Edge. Thank Lord he shielded up. And now Ninetales comes in and is up against the Shadow Machamp. This Ninetales is running Fire Spin. Machamp is going to be able to outpace this thing to its moves, and it's going to have to shield up. It's going to hurt. All that Machamp has to do is get to another move. But I think that the Ninetales has 2 Weather Balls at this point. Going to have to let it go. Trust in the Noctowl. The Noctowl. It's not a tail. It's a towel. It's an owl. Noctowl is going to take this Weather Ball quite comfortably. Doesn't even need a shield. And now, is he farming all the way down? Oh, is he going to farm all the way down? I thought he was going to farm all the way down. This mad lad is farming this Ninetales all the way down. He doesn't care. He knows he's not going to be able to eat another Weather Ball because he's going to be able to take out this Ninetales. And now we're going to get the Sky Attacks off on this Blaziken. This mad lad over here is not... He said, no, I'm getting this Blaziken out of the game no matter what. Good game. Very well played. That aggressive farm down was insane, dude. I thought for sure that Ninetales was getting to another move. Cresselia! This is a horrible lead. We finally found the bad lead. We finally found it. And he's staying in because there's a Machamp. He can't swap out. He's got to try and catch the Grass Knot, right? I think he's going to call upon the Force itself because the Cresselia is over farming. Is it going to be able to catch this Grass Knot? No, the Grass Knot's going to come through. I think you just have to let it happen, though. So, Cresselia is going to get this Grass Knot off. That's going to hurt, dude. Oh, no, that's, 45% or so. It's not so bad. So, another discharge comes through. The Ufisk is pretty tanky. Cresselia, however, is far tankier and not taking super effective damage. Not going to be able to do anything about this Grass Knot. He's going to let it go. We're just going to let it go. We're going to trust in the Noctowl once again to be able to... He's saving the Stunfisk with 1 HP. Mad lad. I love it. So Noctowl is going to come in here. You're going to eat the Moonblast. I think you don't have a choice here. You have to. So Moonblast, Future Sight. Cresselia running the spice right now. Cresselia with Future Sight in this league with the Darks and the other Psychics. Like 4 Psychics in the whole league. It's alright. So typically I wouldn't run Future Sight unless you've got Moonblast and Future Sight, but they've got Grass Knot, and the Grass Knot is not going to do enough to KO this Noctowl. You got to wonder though, are they going to be able to sweep with Machamp in the back? Cresselia being strong against fighting in the lead. Perhaps that opens up the back of the team to being weak. No! Marowak, a Hex Marowak, is going to come in. So how does this play out? How does this play out? Let me know in the comments because I'm trying to find out. By the way, speaking of comments, let me know how your Go Fest went. Totally want to know. I'm sunburnt, as you can tell. Had a great grind this weekend though. It was a lot of fun. So here comes the Shadow Bone. Is enough to take it out. We've got a Rakwanin. This person's playing absolute meta. Now, this Rock Slide, dude, I don't know how this plays. He says it's 10-0. I don't know how we win this one. This is gonna be a doozy. They let the Rock Slide go. The opponent tries to call the bait, and now look at the Shadow Machamp. That Araquanid, you all know how tanky Araquanid is. You saw it on my channel last week. And look at how much damage those counters are doing to this thing. He doesn't even need to go for Rock Slide. Look at this. Oh man. This is how he wins. He lands the Rock Slide, and that's the win condition right there. Now it's a game right there. He's gonna save the shield for the Marowak, but look, the double resisted counter still hurt, and that's good. The opponent just concedes as soon as they took the Rock Slide. They knew it was over. So that was a good game. All right, here we go. Dunking on some trash cans here. They're gonna bring in Marowak. We don't need to swap out because I guess we're gonna swap. No, it makes sense. Noctowl is technically a harder counter, so we're gonna farm up a little bit of energy on the Ufisk. And then going to bring in the Noctowl to hard counter this Marowak. If they're running Bone Club and Shadow Bone, they got nowhere to go against this Noctowl. Nothing but double resisted damage. He's going to probably go for the Sky Attack and farm down here, maybe? Or he just goes for the nuke and goes for the Shadow Ball. Either way, I think what he's looking to do here, I think Baja's looking to try and let the Noctowl's HP go down just a bit, just so that the Registeel can't, land a Zap Cannon and farm down. Maybe they're just getting low enough just so that they don't give the Registeel the chance to farm up like that. But winning switch here would be ideal as well. I think that's what we're looking to do. Throwing the Sky Attacks, giving the Noctowl a chance to farm down a bit if it needs to, but not going to go for it. Instead, the Registeel is going to come in. Noctowl is definitely going to be able to get the Shadow Ball off before the Registeel can get to a Zap Cannon and or Focus Blast and or Flash Cannon. I've seen some mad people running Flash Cannon. It's still not a bad move, but definitely want to go with the Zap Cannon Focus Blast. So, opponent realizing they can't farm down the Noctowl, and Noctowl is going to eat a move. Here we go. Zap Cannon. I got to do it. That would have hurt a lot. But now the Registeel has to deal with the Shadow Machamp, and I think that the fact that they're not swapping out means they're probably weak to Shadow Machamp in the back, which means... One punch. Zap Cannon gets the shield, and here comes the Whiscash now. Ooh, this is actually rough, but because the Ufisk is up on energy, we're going to use the Ufisk here most likely just to chip down this Whiscash and then finish off with Shadow Machamp. There's no reason to shield any of the moves from this Whiscash. They can go for whatever they want. As long as you save the shield for Shadow Machamp, you're looking pretty solid here. So Stunfisk is going to be slinging off these Mud Bombs like it doesn't even care. Whiscash is going to be able to get to a move. Is it going to go for the Mud Bomb or are we going for Blizzard here? Let's find out. They're going for the Blizzard. Ufisk hits the ground and stops flopping. And now the Machamp is going to come in and start punching out the lights of this little fish. Shield up and then land the cross chop after farming down. And this is looking like a good game here, folks. Early battles of the season typically contain spice. This person running absolute meta and getting beaten by an owl. Fantastic. Fantastic. All right, Meganium on the lead. Horrible lead. Grass types in general are the Ufisk's worst nightmare. So we're going to save swap into the hard counter Noctowl, unfortunately met by a Ninetales, but still that Shadow Ninetales is extremely squishy, and they're just going to throw a Weather Ball here. Now, Baj decides not to give up a shield, and it's probably smartly not to. There's no reason to shield this here yet. They didn't build up to an overheat. So we're going to go for the Sky... No, he's going to... Well, he has to shield this one for sure. The Ninetales is going to pull a shield by using this next Weather Ball here, and now Baj has a tough decision to make. Does he go for Sky Attack and Sky Attack, or does he just hopefully... You know, I think he's got to try to win Switch here. You can't let that Ufisk get lined up against that Meganium, I don't think. So... Definitely going to be going for the second Sky Attack here. Does the opponent decide to pull another shield, or are they going to let it go? Opponent decides to double shield. They are going all in on this. Oh, he gets there. They're going all in on the Ninetales, but with 1 HP, the Noctowl is going to be able to get this Sky Attack off. And just for that, I'm going to give it the button. So now Meganium gets farmed down, but a shield up, Shadow Machamp comes in and is going to be able to put this Meganium in its place. With 1 shield and 1 punch, Machamp is ready to roll. The opponent's not swapping out either. They may be weak in the back to the Machamp. No, they swap in the Marowak at the right moment to catch the charge move. Now how does Baj respond? I have to find out, because this is not looking like a good spot to be in. Gonna farm up a little bit more energy, get to that cross chop, and then come in with the Ufisk. Now Ufisk, if it gets farmed out, Shadow Machamp thankfully will win CMP. So loading up that charge move was crucial here, because now that that charge move is queued up, all Machamp has to do is swap in after the Ufisk goes down. Doesn't matter if the Meganium has 1,000,000 energy or not. It's not going to be able to get the charge move off in time. So there it is. You know, the opponent is going to be able to come in with the Meganium, farm down, and get cross chopped. Now we have to find out if that cross chop is going to be enough. Oh, after a move comes through from Ufisk is definitely going to be enough. Yep. This discharge is going to put the Meganium in surefire range for the cross chop to take it out. Let's see just how... Oh, yeah, dude, this is over, unfortunately, for the Meganium player. All right. Well played, but the cross chop was loaded. Baj had the foresight in order to load that up, and now that is going to take out Meganium and close this game out. There it goes. Good game. Hopping into the last match. Hopping in Home Slice Henry style. Shoutouts to you, man. I love your content, by the way. Ufisk into Jirachi. This is going to be a good lead here. Hitmonchan comes in and gets met by the Noctowl, but what this Noctowl might not know is that the Hitmonchan definitely has access to Ice Punch and Thunder Punch. Now, does he shield? Definitely going to shield that Ice Punch up. No chance. Not even going to take that risk. So Sky Attack's got to come through before the Hitmonchan gets to another one. That's, I think, 6. No, 6? I think it's 6 counters. Ice Punch is not going to be able to go, but the opponent wants to get the Ice Punch off, and they're going to go ahead and shield up the Sky Attack, but this puts the Noctowl in a point where I think he can just shield and farm down at this point. Yep, Ice Punch gets blocked, and now, no, we're not risking it. Going for the Sky Attack right now, not giving that Hitmonchan a single chance in heck to get to an Ice Punch, taking it out, and now here comes Jirachi. Now, Jirachi still has to look out for the Shadow Ball that's about to come through, because that is going to do super effective damage. Unfortunately, Jirachi does not have much play against the Ufisk Noctowl core here. Do we get it? No, they pull the shield from the Jirachi. Not going to be able to get to another move, but the opponent gives up swap. That was a crucial mistake, as this Machamp is going to come in and just completely annihilate the Shiftry. It can eat a Leaf Blade. Not comfortably, but it can eat a Leaf Blade. And now all they have to do is punch down. And now Baj's Machamp has a Cross Chop loaded and a Ufisk, and that is a good game at this point. Very well played. The opponent did... They probably should not have given up swap like that. I don't think obviously they're not going to know it's blind threes. They're not going to know that Baj has a Machamp in the back, but, you know, the Jirachi was not in a position where it could have comfortably handled that. That's it. That's a good game. Very well played, Baj. Once again, man, thank you so much for sending these battles in. Excellent gameplay here. I've noticed a lot of good things here. And this team is great. Like I said, guys, if you want to run a good team in Great League Remix, Baj here won on a 10-0 streak. Even though it's early ranks, you saw there was plenty of meta to be had here. So that is going to do it for this video, guys. I just want to go give a quick shout out to my Patreon supporters. You guys are the best. And all you subscribers and viewers as well. I love all of you as well. Thank you so much for watching this video, everybody. You have a great rest of your Great League Remix rotation, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.